Hey guys, welcome back. It's probably been about 2 minutes since I recorded the last video, and that's exactly what we're actually going to be talking about today, which is the power of batching. So I went through this, I'm running this experiment to kind of like record, let's say, daily videos for 30 days within my, road to seven figures and talk about the things that do come to my mind. And I started doing these daily videos and I realized that while it's a great start to do daily videos, the process itself is a little bit annoying because what I have to do basically every time I record a video is I record a video, which as you see, it's like super, like I just turn it on and then I record a video and turn it off, which is great. But then I have to go on another computer. I have to edit, like in Photoshop, I have to like change the, what is it called? Like the title tags or like the title covers. So I have to change that. I have to create that with the new video title that I have. And then I have to send that back to my computer. I have to upload the video. Then I have to update those covers. I have to create a blog post version on my site, create some bullets, and so on and so on. And it's constantly switching between these different tasks. And this can take like half an hour out of my day for just, uploading this 5 or 10 minutes video, which is a great start, but I don't think it's the most optimal process. So now I'm thinking about, okay, so, I've done this for a while. How can I optimize this process? How can I make it more efficient? How can I make it better? Which is why I decided to try batching these videos. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to record a couple of different videos, which is going to be great because I have all of these videos already, created. Then I'm going to send them over to my assistant so they can upload it for me on YouTube. I'm also gonna, go and create the covers right away, which is probably gonna take me just a few minutes, and I'm gonna send those covers to my assistant so they can, upload them to YouTube together with the videos. And then I'm gonna just write a text that goes into each of the blog posts, and I'm gonna let my assistant, create those blog posts, add all of the links to the previous videos, and all of those things. So I'm just gonna try to batch this process and maybe try to record, let's say, 5 videos, in an hour or so, and then I'm pretty much done with it. Why that's going to be helpful? I noticed that even though I wanted to do, daily videos, there were a few days when I kind of like didn't do them. The reason is, one, like I just maybe had a lot of work and I had to go work out, and then I had like, entrepreneurship meeting in the evening. So I'd come back at 10 p.m. and the last thing I would want to do is record more videos. Whereas I didn't want to record them earlier because I had more important things to do in my business. And then the other thing is, as much as I want to like release the videos on weekends, I realized I really don't want to record the videos or have to do anything with, work on the weekends, because I do think that this is like, a sacred time for me where I really take the time off from business. I try to recharge, try to disconnect, which is why I decided, hey, I'm going to record the videos in advance. I'm still going to share my ideas, but then I'm going to kind of like gradually drip them over time and just see how that works. If there's any difference, just treating it as an experiment. But at the end of the day, it is going to save me a lot of time, especially because then I can, use my assistant more to actually help me release these videos out into the world rather than doing everything, by myself every single time and repeating the process over and over again. So I think that's an interesting, point about batching. And I think batching can be a very powerful tool that we can use in our online businesses. So we can use it for batching emails, instead of just checking email every single day for like whole day long. You can block out, let's say, half an hour a day to just go through all of the emails, and then you're done with it and you can focus on other things. It's also great, for example, to batch create content like I'm doing right now, and you can do the exact same thing with blog posts, with emails, with things like that. And I've seen people do that successfully who run more advanced online businesses with their content strategy. So they'll just take a few days and write a lot of content and then drip out, week by week by week. Or even, writing a whole launch sequence over a couple of days instead of just writing it on the go, which again saves you a lot more focus for the future days and creates more space to work on other projects. The other way in which I do batching is usually with my coaching calls, because I try to have like all of the coaching calls whenever I can, like within a certain time frame. So let's say between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., I'll have most of my coaching calls, and I'll try to have most of the coaching calls, let's say on certain days, like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I would have the most coaching calls, and I would try to have less coaching calls on other days so I can have more flexibility, so I can have more time to work on other things, and also the mental energy to really get that focus on one task at hand. So what I challenge you to do today is think about, with everything that we talked about today, how can you use more batching in your online business to kind of like save yourself from jumping from one task to the other constantly? what kind of activities can you batch? Can you batch creating content, reading email? Can you batch creating, videos, or, writing sales emails or something like that, or even coaching calls? How can you batch things so you can create more of this space for all the other activities that you can focus on? Let me know in the comments with one thing that you can try to batch and how you're going to use that in your business. And I'll see you tomorrow, but realistically, I'll just record another video in like 3 minutes. So I'll see you in a little bit.